Okay, I'm on the air. Hello, folks. My name is RPJ. This is, I like that, the RPJ show. Thank you, Madman, for the name. I was going to call it Johnathan Steele and whatever came to my mind, which is what I did today. And yeah, I was going to, I call it I Feel Very Awful under Johnathan Steele, but I'm thinking that I might go with the RPJ show. It's just going to be really confusing because I have a channel called the RPJ show. So maybe I should do these Google casts on that channel. Makes more sense. And I do feel awful, folks. I feel terrible. Hold on, let me write something in my group chat room. I want to see if it works first. That's why I'm doing that. 1 second. Chat. Oh, music chat. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Okay. Chat room is open. It works, and I look awesome in there. Oh man. I woke up this morning and I was feeling awful. My head was split open by this headache. It was like a lightning bolt of pain going through my head into my eyes. I mean, it was just god awful. And but that didn't stop me. And that's the point of the video, of this Google cast. The point is that I still got up. I still do it with my clients. I still had an appointment because I have this little project that I am working on, and I'm trying to get that up and running. It's going to be some time. It's going to take about a month. And I got to have patience because the last time, all right, I'll tell you a little bit about it, which is, of course, none of this is planned. I think I spoke about it on my last hangout, but yeah, I'm going to try to become a legit YouTuber. No, a legit social media whore. Yeah, websites, blog talks, Google Cast, and I will be doing this for money. I will be making money. I will try to produce money. I will try to get people involved so that others make money. Not just me, for other people as well. I am not a selfish person. I am a giver. That's my heart. That's what I want to do. I want to give. Oh yeah, the shirt. Well, if I told you, well, I don't want to give it away. There's a reason why I wrote the shirt. It's enjoy cocaine. It's like enjoy Coke. Have a Coke and a smile. Coke. Coca-Cola. So it says enjoy cocaine. I don't know if it's backwards to you, whatever. And I wear that because if I say it, they may not do it. People will do things. All right, I'll say it because they're still going to do it anyway. Stupid. They're going to promote me because I wore a shirt like this. They are going to put me down and hold me as some dick. Some moron, some asshole that, oh, he likes cocaine. Oh, he likes cocaine. I just thought it was a unique shirt. So this is why I took it, cut the arms off, and I work out in it. And I do my clients. I don't do my clients, but I train my clients wearing shirts like this. It's been a tough morning. I feel awful as hell, but I still got up and did my shit. I did my work. I did my due diligence. I got more things that I have to do as well. I have to get a subsidiary company. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? Subsidiary company. I have a business. From that business, I have to open up a subsidiary company underneath my company, a leg of my company, so that I can branch out. It's going to be a communications company. And if I told you the name, I hope no one steals the name because I haven't done it yet. but the name of that company will be RPJ Communications. Right? Naming it after myself. And I will be the president of that as well. Going to be with me in my pursuit of being a social media whore. No, or a guy who is on social media trying to make a difference, trying to make an impact, trying to again give my common sense, my logic, trying to instill that character, trying to instill that no matter what your circumstances are, you can overcome those things. You don't have to be part of the programming. You don't have to be part of the matrix. You don't have to follow what they do. You don't have to go that route. You don't have to be statistics. You don't have to go things like your friends. You can go to school. You can get an education. And that little paltry little education is a mile. It's a huge step away from those jackasses that you got to compete with for jobs and careers and this, that, and cars and housing. You don't have to be part of that fucking matrix. You don't have to get fucking pregnant at 15 years old or 17 years old. You don't have to be like those fucking jackasses. You can be better. No matter what your circumstances are in life, I'm living proof that you can overcome these motherfucking things that have happened to you. You can be whatever you want still. I mean, time is relative. You know, if you keep your health up and you keep focused, you can be and do whatever you want anytime. I promise you, I am living proof of that. I don't know if you guys know me or not, but which is of course not planned. I come from a situation where I was terribly abused. I was betrayed by my mother and father. I was abused from the age of 5 to 14, whipped like a slave, whipped with extension cords, whatever they could find. A 6-foot man with me until he got tired. And I use that joke now, like, I'm gonna beat you till my arms get tired, because that's what happened to me. Beat until that man's arms got tired. Naked, of course. And it's like slave. It's like what they did with fucking slaves. And I probably could have been a douchebag. I probably should be a psychopath, and I probably am. I probably should be lots of things that are bad and evil. I had such a rage as a young man. 15, I just had this rage inside of me. That's why sports were easy for me, and I dominated playing basketball and football and baseball. I mean, I had that rage inside me, and it felt good. It felt good to run around and play sports and use that rage and that energy and that anger to be successful. As a high school's, basketball, not phenom, but as a high school basketball player, high school football player, high school baseball player. And I felt good to just express myself. And this is why nowadays you see me now, this is all a byproduct of how I was raised, to be able to express myself without worrying about angering the people of the house, mother and father of the house. The reason why I do things spontaneous and jackassery and fucked up and curse and whatever it is I do is a way for me to express myself. I'm still expressing myself after all these years. As an early father, I was really tight. When I first started being a father, I was really tightly wound. I was too tightly wound because I had a program I wanted to get done. I want these kids to grow up a certain way. There will be no beatings. I have never beat my kids, not ever. And then the more you see your kids and the more you love your kids, then you go, lighten up. They're just children. I'm just a young man with these children. have a little more patience, and then I went completely the way. I had patience up to my zoo, so to speak, and I became a better father, a great father. If you a better father, I'm not going to go off the hook. I still had that rage inside of me, and still have my goals and dreams. But one of my first goals and dreams was to be a better fucking parent than my parents were to me. That was one of my goals. That's why I accepted that challenge at an early age. I took that challenge because it was my goals. Not that I was a simp to take on a woman with 3 children. It was my goal to be a great parent because I wanted to prove it. And I was too tightly wound for about the first 3 or 4 months. And then I just started having a little more patience and love and patience and talk. Oh, and then I went into that whole talking phase. So I just started talking and explaining to these 5 and 7-year-olds and 9-year-old kids, talking to them, not talking over heads, not talking below them, like, hey, little kitty. No, talking to them. I'm going to things. I explaining things and using logic to these kids that probably aren't, no, who talks like me, who talks like that. Listen, there's a reason. I'll give you, for example, there's a reason why you were outside playing the ball. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, guys, listen, these are other people's cars in the street, okay? This is how I explain to my kids. And when you are playing football, that football will hit that car and leave dents and stuff in, okay? So if you're going to play in the street, make sure you catch everything so it doesn't fall and hit the cars. And this is what I explain not to my kids, but all the kids in the neighborhood. And then I would go out there, play with them, and then they start getting older, 14, 15, and then I'm like, whoa, I'm playing football. That's a shame, Black. He accepted my friend request. So we started playing football on the street, and I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent here, thinking about memory lane here, but yeah. What was I saying? Oh, about overcoming issues. So I overcame those issues. I wanted to be a parent right away. Thought I was too tightly wound, and I was a good, decent. Then I started becoming a really good parent. So much so that my daughter, 17 years old, told me in a report, like I told my daughter, and we take her shopping somewhere. Because at that time I didn't live with the kids. I only stayed with the kids' mother for like 4 years, but the kids I stayed with forever my kids, and even though they're adults now. So I took my daughter, she was 17 at the time, came from my house and took my daughter shopping. And she told me, hey, Dad, I wrote a report. I said, all right, yeah, well, okay, sure, okay, yeah, whatever. Excuse me. And she said, oh, I wrote about my best friend. I said, oh, it was okay. Yeah. All right, fine. I said, and she was going on talking about, well, she got a good grade on it. And then I asked, well, so wait a minute, who's your best friend? She said, well, it's you, Dad, of course. And then she started talking matter of factly. I mean, she said it so matter of factly, like I'm supposed to know that. And then, yeah, it made me feel really good. It really feel good as a parent that that I was ever. Oh my God, look at me, getting a little emotional. As you know me, I have no emotions other than my mocking laugh and my whatever. Yeah, so yeah, it really touched me that she wrote that report. Of course, now my kids are adults and they have a little bit of my early rage as a father when I had early rage and tightly wound. So they're tightly wound when they first became adults and parents themselves. And it's one of the problems I have with me being so great, and I'm being an asshole a little bit now, is that the kids want me constantly in their lives. And I don't blame them. I understand, because that's how we were. I kept them. That's how I kind of raised them. Like we were all together, all for one. And nothing from the outside really matters. What's in this house is the only thing that we should be concerned about. So I've had that mentality about not letting people get inside of us, not them, no one No, nothing's more important than our family. Nothing in the world. If the world falls apart, nothing's more important than these people in this room when we're in the house as a family. I preached that, said that a billion times to them. And now they have that mindset still. And when I was in Florida, not recently, a while back now, but I was staying with my daughter. They would get upset if I went to my son's house and stay there. And mind you, coming for a visit, my visit really got pushed back because they wanted me to stay longer. So I went daughter house and I stayed there, and I went to my son's house and I stayed there, and it got so bad that they really didn't want me to go. My son had a reaction, and he was really hurt, and I was really disappointed in that he wasn't seeing my perspective on things. It was really like, hey, listen, I can't be bad the way you want me for all eternity. I'm still a young man. I still have goals and dreams. I still have places I want to see. I'm a traveling. I don't know if I'm a traveling man, but I like to do things. I want to build a life, build a business, build a career, build a situation, a marriage. How am I going to do that if I'm here being, Mr. Babysitter? And I love my grandkids. Oh, without question. I mean, I would do it. I would do it if I was like 70 or 80 years old, and I had no want to do anything else. But I'm only in my 40s. I want to do everything. Still, I want to be a personal trainer. I got 7 clients now. All right, it's a slow start. I mean, I had 20 something when I was in Perth. Oh, it was great. I had a boot camp and everything. But that's how business is. It's building a business slowly but surely. Also, this production companies and communication thing, if that takes off, I could be making a living doing that as another business. But I gotta put the work in, and I have to be a little more patient, because I had this opportunity a while back with my first wife, and I think I talked about that in my last Google cast. I mean, she just really didn't want shit from it, and I tried to, just fucking resented her. I was about to say B words. So excuse me as I get more comfortable. Oh, by the way, how's the sound here? I don't know if I'm too loud. I see the green light just go all the way to the end. Maybe I'm speaking too loud. Maybe I should, bring it back a little bit. Maybe I sound like, do I sound like that? No. All right. Because no one's writing to me. You can write to me. My chat room is open. And by the way, guys, subscribe to the many channels of RPJ. One being the Johnathan Steele channel, the RPJ show, Paul Jones, Classic RPJ, the Red shows, stupid channels. And wait, I'm going to have some what comedy stuff. Oh, I shouldn't. Wow, I can't tell you all my. Oh, I have a big mouth. What the hell am I this for? Yeah, there's things I have in mind I want to do. Basically, I'm going to be copied from a lot of people see online anyway. Build up my situation and because it's a proven formula. But I'm going to put my spin on it with my stupidity and mindset and my not caring and not emotional, and so I should be good at it. Excuse me. So I should be really good, and I'm going to be different. I'm a different cat anyway. I actually would tell you the absolute truth of it. Different, right? Sure is. All right. So I talked about that nonsense. Let's talk about something that I saw. Well, you know what? Let's talk about this one thing, this Jamila Briscoe. And I talked about her a little bit yesterday in terms of what could we do to help this woman. And ultimately, there isn't anything that we can do to help this woman. But you guys have seen you guys have seen that one video. Oh, it's on Johnathan Steele, by the way. Jamila fingers herself. I think that's one of my titles. And the more I was thinking about it, because I actually looked at my video early this morning before I went out this morning, and I was thinking, I don't know if I've said this before, but when she was starting to finger herself, all right. I really don't want to, I hate to talk about this because it's disturbing in a lot of fucking different ways, but remember when she took that baby, when she first came into the room, the baby was naked, had no clothes on. She immediately put the baby down on the bed, boy baby, 3-year-old, definitely issues in talking without question. We're not making this up. I'm not saying this to put her down. It's the truth. There is something going on. All right, she put the baby in bed naked, laying face up. She immediately laid off to the side of him, but almost on top of him. Then there was a situation where she started to adjust herself. Did you see that? Am I just talking shit out of my ass? She adjusted herself. And then Jacob got up. Moments from when she started adjusting herself. And then she started fingering herself from behind. I mean, her vagina went. Her vagina must have been on the other side of her, other side of her legs, like behind her or something. Or maybe she was fingering her asshole. Ooh. My point is, when she adjusted herself, I swear, and I hate to say this on my own videos, but I think that she was going to. I think that she was going to subject it. I really do. Look at it again. Please. I know what you're saying, Reggie, that's disgusting. Reggie, how could you say that? And I swear to you, I'm not saying this for being a dick. I'm saying this because I'm very concerned. After she lays down, she adjusts herself right nearly on top of Jacob, and Jacob's laying flat down. In that moment, I believe that she was going to put her mouth on that little boy's penis and finger herself simultaneously. Serious. Please, please don't let me be the only one to say that. And I was thinking, if that is true, okay, if that is true, I do not believe that's the first time. I think the reason that Jacob got up so fast was interested. Oh, I knew what mommy's gonna do. I'm gonna get the fuck up. Oh no, mommy's gonna put her mouth on my penis. Let me get the fuck up. I mean, look. Oh God, he was that I'm fucking with a little bit, but he got up, looked right at the camera. Please help me, Mom. He's sucking my dick and fingering her asshole. Please help me. That's I'm sure if he had words in his head, he was saying that. That's the reason why that kid got up so fast. Please, guys, go back and look at my video. I have that in my video. It's called Jamila Fingers Herself. Right at the beginning, her video doing what she was doing. Oh no, but keep me on. No, keep me on. Don't go away from me. Make a second YouTube thingy. Make a second thing for YouTube and go there and look at the video. And I know, hopefully I'm not too disgusting, but don't leave me. I'm very interested. All right, so if that's the case, right? And I don't believe that was the first time, but I proved other than that video there, and nothing happened. I mean, she masturbated on the kid or near the kid. thinking about that is just really just weird. It's just terrible. And I know now she was, I mean, you hear the words. I mean, she was obviously doing that. I mean, no one's making this shit up. No one, I'm not trying to put her down. Well, I said the way I am because I think that's wrong. And yeah, I'm not a coward. I will do whatever I can. And I know people get mad at me, or they used to get mad at me, like, what do you care? What do you care? What's that woman's story? Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? If I see something fucking wrong, I shouldn't say anything about it. I can't say that. That's how. Well, there's bills on my fucking blog. I fucking call. I said, listen, hey, this guy's down the street. I don't know these guys. These guys are fucking. I got little kids here. Fuck that. No way. I got kids that I had when I was a parent. I got kids and drug assholes on my block. It's fucking. There was this little gang. No, I don't want to talk gangs too much, but it's coming through trying to grab the kids that in the neighborhood. I said, no. I went outside. I said, and you're not fucking the kid down. He's not enjoying games. And then next day later, it was a whole squad of these motherfuckers. And they were kids, kid gangbangers. They were like 17, 18, but it was like 60. I mean, they were crying. So I said, I'm not stopping this shit. I said, listen, I asked, who's in charge here? I said, listen, this guy's a little kid. He doesn't understand things. And I tried to explain to him, and it was all fiery. Yo, man, I'll come over here. I'll destroy this whole fucking club. Something paraphrasing, of course. And I say, all right, yeah. And I see that, man. You got all these guys here. You guys can do some real damage here. But listen, this kid's a little kid. He needs to go to school. He needs to get his education so he can get the fuck out of here. So you don't need the spot. The spot was the juvenile prison for juveniles. You don't need to go to spot. That's what some of you guys have been, right? And they go, yeah. So I started making sense to them with basic logic. And I think that more people need to talk to these kids. And I had 70 kids that were all fired up, that had weapons on them, that had guns and knives and machetes. And I'm talking to these kids, especially the leader onward, like, listen, man, you don't need you guys going into the prison system because that's what they want. And this is about 20 years ago. We don't need you kids going into the system, getting arrested, having felonies and murder charges, and then after you get out, you have life. And I'm looking at these kids, making sense to them. And a lot of these people don't have to take the time to talk to these kids, talk to their own kids, let alone to talk to any other kid. Because I think that along the way in life, us, people, humans, people who give a fuck, people logical, care about other human beings. And believe it or not, I do care about the human beings, and though I'm a psychopath. But if you talk to these, I mean, they get it. They want to be led. These teenagers want to be led. I mean, a lot of them don't want the shit that's going out. Trust me, I've been to some of these kids' homes I've been to some of these kids' homes as a young man, as a man from the Army, going on with one of the recruiters. I had to do that shit too. I went along with the recruiter, and he was doing all the heavy, and I was just, there with the paperwork and blah, blah, blah. And you see some of these fucked up homes, and these kids can't fucking write and read, and we give them the a pre-test, see if they can do it. Now, so I can do the ASVAB. I should have to get the name of it. So I can do that test, and they get like the lowest score ever. Meanwhile, but no one talks to kids. No one tries to educate these kids. No one really don't really care enough to talk to these kids. Everyone talks over these kids' heads, though. Don't even deal with these fucking kids all together. Starting from their own fucking parents, starting from the fucking crummy school. And I know that, but kids don't make it easy, but it really starts in a home, quite frankly. We need kids to fucking honor and respect teachers and authority. Now, I know I sound stupid, right? I sound like a sucker MC. Because we don't need kids, black kids, Puerto Rican kids, Dominican kids. We don't need kids, white kids, poor white kids. We don't need those kids being killed by police because they're doing fucked up shit. 13% of America is black. but they make up the majority of the prison system. Now, that's fucked up by the criminal court system, but it's also fucked up by the parents of these criminals. I blame the parents, Puerto Rican, black, white. They don't try to reach their children and say, listen, whatever our situation is, we're going to put our penny on you, and you're going to go to school, and you're going to help give some our situation. That's what I did as a parent. I told my kids, I want you guys to be just like me, but better. I said that once. I said it a billion times. I want you to be just like me. I think that I'm a good guy. I'm a good person. I try to help. But I want you to be better than me. I'm going to do whatever I can to make you better than me. You want to be better than me. I want you to have a life. I don't want you to ever struggle. Not that I struggled, but their friends did, and they tried to rule. And I'll talk about that. Friends who are in gangs and this, and they have fucked their parents. And so, as teenagers, they want to relate to the music or blah, 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 whatever that fucked up bad music, by the way. At least it was better then. It sucks now. But trying to relate to these situations. And meanwhile, they got two parents. We don't live in a household together, but we both care. Oh, and I can care enough for the both of us, but even for their mother and their father. What? What? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I cared enough for me and the mother. And I'm pretty happy with my children. Not the adults, and sometimes they're not happy with me because they don't like me to have my own life, but I love them. I love them tremendously. I don't have a bad word ever say about my children ever, not in public ever. I may chastise them face to face, but you'll never hear me say that on social media. It's just not cool. You won't hear me talk about my friends on social media or ex-friends on social media. Anything I have to say to them, I'll say it directly by phone call or face-to-face or Skype or a Google Hangout. All righty. Okay. I got such a headache right now. I don't even know what I'm talking about. How long have I been on? 33 minutes? Am I fascinating or what? All right. Time for a little bit of a water break. So let me drink some water. You can watch. No. Excuse me. All right. So my question is, how do we try to help people that don't want to help themselves? I have no idea. Other than if you see it, say something. If you see some other kids there being a hit or abused, you got to say something, right? You see, so that's what we got to keep doing. Unfortunately for the divine dummy, she puts everything on social media. She's addicted to it. This is her only friend. This is the only way she can reinvent herself. So the divine dummy is always going to be problems as long as she has social network. She finds their webcam and she can be on there 8 to 12 hours and watch how she lives. And I can tell you how she lives. She lays in bed all day. When she wakes up, she smokes some weed and in the bathroom. Fuck it. She might smoke it right in the fucking bedroom. And then she turns on the computer. She looks at her, she looks for videos about her. And depending on the time, she check into the blog talk shows and see what they're saying. And then she will, because she's angered about something that someone said, she will make her own Google Cast. And it's pretty much the same Google Cast every day. It's basically the same thing. Fuck cat, fuck team, fuck my mother. Oh, that's... Yeah, you remember hearing about that when she just went on a rampage about her own mother. Now, I don't have an issue with that if you are being cathartic in a way. Because I've said that these things about my own parents. I said some things, and in one video, It was the truth. And maybe I said, but I didn't harp on it because I'm healed. I'm healed from that anger. I'm healed from that intensity. It's been about 30 years since I'm healed. About 22, having my own, 21, having my own kids. Kind of healed those things, and then you go take psychology, and then you read, and then you age, and you be cathartic, and you fix things. You fix things. You put things in a little bit of a box, mind, and that pain doesn't go away, but it's diluted. You know what I mean, Mike? Am I talking to myself? Do you hear me? Am I broadcasting live? Oh, I am. All right. So just in case people are just coming to the shirt that says "Enjoy Cocaine," it's like enjoy Coca-Cola, have a Coke and smile, motherfucker. Remember those ads? Enjoy cocaine. It's like enjoy Coca-Cola. There's a reason why I wore that, and I said I said this earlier, but so as then the viewers will say, "Hey, see, look, he likes cocaine. He's cocaine sniffer, cocaine sniffer." That's how I figured they talk. They talk like mongoloids. He can enjoy cocaine. Enjoy cocaine. He like sniff cocaine. Oh man, I got such a headache. But I did win. All right, back to the divine dummy. What? Yeah, so again, there's no way of fixing these things, but if you see something, say something, do something. Don't be a coward. If you see something in the street, man, you got to live with that shit, man. I don't know how people live with being a coward, by doing the right thing. I'm not saying being a sucker. I'm saying doing the right thing. That's going, and because it possibly could affect you, but more than likely it's going to affect that person. Why not do the right thing and help out? We need more of that. I'm from New York, and New York, nobody gives a fuck about anybody in New York. You know, it's a dog eat dog world in New York. Not only in the collar crowd, but also in hoods and these nice places in Long Island. I mean, it's a dog eat dog world there. You got to do what you can for yourself. You know, everyone is, looking out for themselves. And in a lot of ways, Jimmy, you got to do that. You know, you can't. But if you have an opportunity to help out those that are not aware, I do it. I don't know. I just fucking do it. I say, hey, watch out. Don't cross that street. No. I have. I'm going to keep doing it because I think that's the right thing. If I know better, I should do better. That's my philosophy. I don't want a reward. I don't want a fucking cookie for it. I just want to do what I can to be a good person for myself, and help that kid or person, an old man or whatever. I'll help anyone out anytime. If I see it and I can help, I'm going to help. You know, way back when I was popular, and I helped close friends by sending them money and stuff. I'm not saying that to show off. I had one young man who was in college, and he needed money for college. He was taking from college to his house because he was on break. So I sent him money continuously. I had it. I mean, I could have used it for savings and other shit, but I did it for him because I had it and I can do for him. And I know he's doing the right thing in school. I check in with him all the time. He checks in with me all the time. He's so fucking grateful. I mean, you don't have to be that grateful, but he was so fucking grateful that I mean, and he's still doing well in college. I'm proud of the guy. So proud of the young man. He's doing excellent. So I was able to help him out. He's able to see his family and get back. And he checks in with me. He doesn't ask me for shit still. He doesn't, because he knew I would help him. I mean, and he also had a crack problem as well. So I give him money so he can do crack. I didn't do that. No, he doesn't have a crack problem. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, that's right. So if you see something, say something. No, but do what you can to be a good person as best you can. And that's for Jamila going forward. I'm not going to do many more videos on her. I think I got one more video in the computer that I have to edit. But really, I'm not going to do any more videos unless, of course, when she assaults one of her own kids. I might talk about that. That's going to come up eventually. And when she attempts to kill herself in a video, I will come on and talk about that in video as well as a Google Hangout. And when she's arrested for public indecency and drug paraphernalia for drug stuff. I can't say the word now all of a sudden. But drug stuff, I'm going to come on and talk about that. And there'll be a video about that. I might even do a best of video, the best of Jamila Shantae Briscoe, and just have many clips of her just acting like a madman. It might be like a 7-parter because I got so much videos that I've downloaded, and I want to take clips here, and I could do that very easily. I haven't done it yet. I might do it if I ever get like a weekend. Oh yeah, you know, my girl's going away for a week, so. Which doesn't really help me because I still have my things that I have to do. But my girl's going away, so I'll have a little more time because I spend time with my girl. You know, of course, she's fucking gorgeous. But yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna have a little more time then, and we'll put a couple videos together. Slice here, put it together. And it's gonna be awesome. He's gonna be the best of, and she's gonna be like so famous from my videos. What the fuck? You saw that? My computer went on. I mean, my phone, like, what the fuck's going on? Am I on? You see this? You probably can't see it. Oh, it says Johnathan Steele. Am I broadcasting? I'm confused. I'm really confused. Oh, I'm gonna put the X on. 1 second, folks. All right, what's this? La, 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 la. Is that me talking? Hello? Oh. I'm watching myself. Ridiculous. That's me. Is that me talking? Okay, I can't. Tell me that I got to stop moving around so much. Okay, I got to tell you, Chanel, it's driving me nuts. But one thing I just realized that I got to stop moving around so much because it fucks up the sound. So instead of me moving around, I'll sit right here like a retard. Oh, my head kills me right now. 1 second, folks. Oh, sorry. I had to throw up, so please forgive me. You know, one of the things that I saw just recently, and I saw Tommy Sotomayor just before I came on. He was talking about, was it wrong for him? Did you guys see the video? The video was it wrong for him to, I'm gonna paraphrase, to expose the fact that he didn't get what he wanted for as a reward for doing a favor. All right, let me say this fucking plainly because I'm retarded. Recently gave a woman a laptop, and in return for that laptop, Tommy Sotomayor asked the woman, please, if you could. No, I don't think he said if you could. could you make a video, a 2 or 3 minute video saying that you got the laptop from me, so that way it looks like I honored my word. That's what he was going for. And then, so she got the thing on one day, a Thursday or something, and she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday, blah, 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 blah. So Sotomayor, you know, goes on the show and says, you know what? That woman didn't, I'm paraphrasing because I didn't see the show. That woman didn't fucking do what she said she was going to fucking do. And you can't trust black women. That's that, the other. And he's right. No. What? So yeah, and then that woman says, hey man, you didn't need to go on your show and say these things about me. So Sotomayor asked that in a video, like, did I do the wrong thing? And my perspective, my thoughts are, if you do a favor for someone, don't expect anything in return. Even if your conditions are, I do me a favor, and then I'm gonna do you a favor, you do me a favor. I say this: if I do a favor for someone, I'm not gonna give the conditions, or they got to do a favor for me, and then hold fast to that. Like for example, if I ask someone, say, if I do them a favor, right, and I send them something, and then I say to them, okay, give you a chance, you say, fuck you, RPJ, in your video, and I'll take that part of your video and I'll use it in my videos. As you guys know, I do a lot of fuck you RPJs. So that person didn't yet, but I'm not angry about it, and I don't really care. I brought it up to her like, hey, as a joke. Hey, really was a joke. Like, hey, you got, I saw your video. I didn't hit the RPJ. Ha 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 ha. And really, I swear to you, I didn't have an agenda about it. I just mentioned it as, you know, something passing. Then I said something about her video at that time. Didn't have a, I'm not going to be pissed off about it. I'm not going to be angry about it, upset about it. It is what it is. If I do a favor for you or anyone, I'm not going to ask for a favor back. And if I do a favor back, I'm not going to ask for that, because you know, people got shit to do. You know, I did my favor because I could and I wanted to, and it wasn't a big deal for me. But I don't hold fast to other people. I'm my own entity. I know what I am, and I trust what I am. But other people aren't like me. And not that I'm the greatest guy in the world. I am. But not that I'm the greatest guy in the world, but I don't expect people to be like me. And it's to anyone I love, especially if I do them a favor, I never ask for anything back. I don't ask them to pay me back. I don't. You owe me money. No, I don't believe in that shit. I don't owe no one owes me anything. I owe no one nothing. That's how I live. If I send money to my kids or friends or whatever, I don't ask for it back. If I loan it away, if I give it away to them, if they ask for a favor and I give them money, I have never asked for a dime back. Never. In my entire life. Now, I do want to teach them, and when they were young, I did want to teach them that you have to pay your own way. You have to pay your own way, and you're responsible for your bills. So your commitment. You honor it, make a deal, you honor it. I know, I must be like the last moron, right? Yeah, because I actually taught that to them over and over, because I talk a lot. That's a lot. Man, I'm starting to heat up. I'm starting to glisten. My head is killing me. It's like right through my eye right here. Oh my God, it's just blowing my brains out. I actually want to stop doing this shit, but I got such a huge audience right now. Oh, speaking of audience, I want to say hi to a bunch of people. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Melody. Big fans of they're friends of mine, and they're fans of my work. So definitely will stay hi always, and they're cute as a button. I was single. You have some single man running after you. Yes, you would. Hi, Jennifer. Anybody else I can think of? Oh, that's it. It's only 3 people going to be here. So hi, you guys. Oh, hi, Madman. Madman's my a good friend now. He's a funny dude, a good dude, and I know he gets it. So um, like the neuro reds and greens and yellows. I know they kind of get it too, but they were having it fun. And that's another thing. I don't mind those who are having fun at other people's expense. I don't mind that if you are egging this mad woman on, this insane woman on, and you're having fun doing it, and she's having reactions to it and just acting a fool and embarrassing herself. I don't mind that. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but I don't mind when people entertain me when I want to be entertained. But what I would ask you to fuck out, like document it or say something. I guess you can't say something there, but say something to someone like, "Hey, listen, look what she just did. It's fucked up. Okay, I'm gonna document this at the 1:26 hour. That this is what she did, and you know what? Maybe I'll give it to somebody else so they'll do it. But don't be a coward. You do it yourselves. But I'm going to submit this video to proper authorities. You could be doing that, but if you see something fucked up, please try to be a help to those that are in this woman's vicinity. Those kids, oh man, those kids are fucked up. Did I tell you yesterday, if you saw my video, that one of the daughters is actively trying to get pregnant? Raven called it out. Oh, hi, Raven. Raven called it out months ago, way back when. She did. And it's really odd, that she sees a lot of things that I see and sense and have spoken about and said. Those kids will have drug issues. Those kids will be teenage pregnancies. They're going to be in dysfunctional relationships, just like their mother. Those kids will be loud and obnoxious and without much logic or common sense, just like their mother. And I fear that there's nothing you can do with the girls and the oldest son. The oldest son has been like a buddy to the mother. And I am not sure of his sexuality. He's already effeminate. And, I'm not with that per se. I'm saying that this is this mom is the type of mom with no father in his life that would raise boys like this. And the girls are going to be dysfunctional just like their mother. Without question. That's going to happen. We're going to see videos by those teen girls that they get older, see more outrageous videos, fucked up things that they're doing. Guaranteed. This is because this is the standard of what mom has done around them. That's all they've seen. Between the two times where mom abandoned them, like mom abandoned them in 2007 to 2010. And she has abandoned them from late fall last year to now. So she's abandoned them for long periods of time. And she wants to tell you that she's some divine mother, really? Seriously? Are you joking with me? Are you fucking with me? What kind of divinity is that? To abandon your children? Your little children, they're not adults, they're little children. How can you abandon your children? And then have your dad come up with this divine mother as a name. You should have called yourself the dipshit mother. I'm dipshit mother, y'all. She's always snorting. Hey, y'all. I'm the dipshit mama. I'm a dim-witted dumbass. Oh, man, I could probably do a show on Jamila. I could probably do 2 hours of Jamila alone. But I'm not, because it's actually somewhat sad. Isn't it sad? You guys are entertained by the, like, how does this woman live a life? You know she's high now. You know, oh my gosh, she's smoking right there in front of Jacob. Jacob is inhaling a cigarette. It's like Jacob smoking a cigarette. And what she puts on the camera, I find obscene. What she probably does behind the cameras is just probably a criminal. But we don't have proof. We only have the proof of her masturbating and attempting to suck the kid's dick. That's the only proof we have. Disturbing. And even if she wasn't going to suck the kid's dick, the kid was, something was weird there, that kid was laying face up, no clothes. She right next to him with her head. I swear she was going to suck that kid's dick. I'm not making a joke. I swear she was going to do that. And I know that's nasty and what I'm saying, and you guys think that I'm a good guy and I shouldn't pontificate such nastiness. But that's what I swear that's what she was going to do. I swear. Until Jacob got up like a rocket, because he got up instantaneously. Until he got up, I mean, that was going to be some bad fucking video that we were going to see. That was going to be some god-awful, horrific. No, my girl just got up. Hi, darling. How you doing? Wobbly there. Yeah, she had a big sleeping. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. My girl has a business. I'm not going to tell you the names and stuff of it just yet. And she's coming off now, and that's why we have a huge mess in the kitchen area. And quite frankly, there's got boxes and stuff over there. Oh, my clothes is over there. I told you I wasn't feeling good last night. I feel god awful. I'm doing a Google cast. I got a lot of viewers today. Right? All right. So anyway, like I said, the stuff that but do your due diligence. Don't be a sucker and see. If you see something, say something. All right? Yeah, she's just slamming shit around and, you know. That's what she does. What are you making, darling? Oh, she's getting her soap out. My shirt. I'm telling you, I'm feeling good. That's this whole video. I don't. Shut up. Fuck up. Hey, you want to get out of here? Yeah. My God, you hear how she talks to me? And she loves me so much. She doesn't even care if I'm on the air now. That's how great she is. I don't feel good, but I'm still here for your viewing pleasure. Don't you like to see here? Sorry, I'm just being a dick. Sorry, sorry, I was looking at my book because I actually have nothing else to talk about. I really could like hang up right now. I mean, I did a good hour of nonsense, but I'm going to go on because I made it. I made an obligation. I made a commitment to you, the audience, that I was going to fulfill. Not every day. I'm taking the weekends off. There's no way I'm doing this shit on the week every day. No way. No way. Yes. So So, but anyway, as much as I like a bunch of guys on the internet, and a lot of guys are really entertaining, but a few men and women are entertaining. A couple people really entertain me, but there's a couple of people who uses this N-word, these terms that is really a turn off. And I know maybe some of you guys, some of my audience use some of these words. And I swear to you is, I understand why you say it. I just don't understand why you haven't educated yourself enough or realize what you're saying is just a direct insult to those who came before you, those who have fought for our rights. I just don't understand that. I don't get it. And not everyone's a moron. I think it's like, hey, you know what? There were, you know, believe it or not, before the 90s and O's, there was the 40s and 60s in America. Guys weren't treated so good then. You know, like, I don't understand why people don't, like, hey, use. And I know this is not by the hood rat whores of those communities. They aren't taught these things. The school will gloss over this shit. School, you look at the history books, and it's like just a big gloss over it. There was slavery from here to here, and then they move on. Then the Industrial Revolution came. Like, what? Let's talk about the slavery thing again. Yeah, thank you for starting. Let's talk about the slavery shit. There's no fucking, oh, well, so the slaves were treated well. They picked cotton, they went into their little houses, and they slept and got up the next day and picked more cotton. They had a great old time. You know, that's how the fucking schools and so fucking public schools in America and these poor sections of America. There's a big fucking gloss over. Oh, and then there was Martin Luther King. He was a good man. He was in the church. He said some things for civil rights, and he marched, and then he was assassinated. Like, you know, there's no fucking getting into what the hell was going on at those times. Of course, now as an older person, I have the ability to go to PBS, but I'm old, so I lived through it. But I can also go back even before my time and see what was going on. You know, named Jack Johnson. Anybody know that? No. I mean, before Muhammad Ali, or Jack Johnson. You guys are aware of that? No? And I think he died in my lifetime. Yeah, because again, I'm pretty old. And old and crippled. I got the shakes. I broke my hip the other day. Oh man, John. This is old man Jones. Yeah, but I know there's not, especially there's not education being brought into the household, shared by the parents to the children. And I know that you guys are thinking that, oh, we don't live in a Brady Bunch household. You know, it doesn't even have to be all Brady Bunch. Just teach your kids what they need to know. Know that if you are in a black household or even a Spanish household, just know that there's racism in this country. Let your kids know that there are the minority in the country that's more than. And they have made all the rules from 1706 to 2016. They have made all the rules. And what we are trying to do is, that's the truth. Everyone else is playing catch up, trying to catch up to their status, as it were, trying to get proper education and medical. But all they've been doing is making rules and regulations that will keep certain people in a box, herding off into these project areas. It's herding. That's what they did to the Indians. They herded them into these little lands. That's all they're doing with black people, is herding them off into the projects, keeping opportunities for them at a low, throw drugs into their community, throw these new laws and crimes, penalties for these crimes. If you have a bag of weed, you're gonna do 2 years in jail. Give everything a felony. Give everyone a felony. Everyone goes to prison. That's the system that they built, and that's how I look at it. Black people have played into that system's hands because they don't preach education for someone to do better than their own parents. Like, hey, I want their kids to do better than them. They haven't taught that. It's a shame. It's really a shame. I'm so glad that I am part of that fucking matrix. I'm so glad that I'm different and odd and weird. I'm so different that I still have this, I still have physical abilities and my mind works and it's different and odd and bizarre. And I do my own shit. I'm spontaneous. I'm so glad that I am not part of that fucking matrix of being a fucking drug dealer or a criminal or having a stupid arrest, being upset like a bitch, having an emotional, having this bitch, female, feminine, emotional standpoint. I'm glad I don't have any of that shit or cry and whine like a fucking bitch for nothing. I'm glad I don't have that shit. I wish, and I swear I have told so many kids, black, white, or otherwise, Spanish, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Asian, if you are in a fucked up situation, please, you get the hands, get the fuck out of that fucked up situation. I have said that a billion times. I say the kids that don't even know. I say the kids who just come up to me and say, oh, you look like somebody. Oh, yeah, no, you look like Dennis Rodman. Lord, some kid came up to me because I have the earrings and shit and tattoos. Some kid came up to me and was like, oh, man, you look like Dennis Rodman. Like, Dennis Rodman at what point? That's why I looked at the kid like, Dennis Rodman at what point? Well, Dennis Rodman when he was younger, because, I mean, God forbid. I mean, I like Dennis Rodman. He's like my second favorite basketball player of all time. He really is. It's like my second favorite basketball player of all time. And but I don't look like Dennis Rodman ever. I'm handsome, aren't I? Aren't I handsome? Oh, I'm not pitifully ugly, am I? Give me that. But I don't want to look like Dennis Rodman. Then, at the end of his career or now, no thank you. So I was like insulted. What do you mean I look like Dennis Rodman? So anyway, he was walking up and said, so what's going on with you? And this fucking kid had, fucking like dry skin. And he looked like he lived in the street. I said this, and he said, oh, I got a girl, and she's pregnant, she's Spanish, she's pregnant. And I'm about to go with her now. So I said to him, and we'll watch the area of Florida. What's that shit called? Ocala? I was walking Ocala and vlog I was taking, but I was going to go to my daughter's house and I was taking this long ass walk through Ocala. It's kind of shitty areas there. And so I said to the kid, so what are you going to do? Well, I'm thinking about joining the military. And I said, well, I joined the military and that's great and everything. You be another cog in the system. You have to understand that. And if you go into the military, you have to be focused on the things that you want to do. You can't lose focus. Like you go in the military so you can take advantage of the GI Bill, or you can learn special skill sets if you're going into the police academy, that was one of my focuses, and also psychology was one of my focuses. So that was my mindset. Like, I'm going to go in here and learn some shit that I can use and apply. So I told him this, and then I started thinking that maybe this kid is a moron. No, not because of anything he says or he's got dry skin or anything, but what if it couldn't pass that ASVAB test? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think it's ASVAB. I forget now after all these fucking years. Oh my fucking God. He's got to be able to pass that initial test to get in. And I talked to a lot of kids that seemed bright, but he couldn't pass the test. I passed the test. I got a 91. No, I was a 91 whiskey. I was smiling. I could do stuff. So I said to the kid, listen, you need to do something. If you are committed, and I said to the kid, if you committed to your girl and your new baby is coming, one of the first things you need to do is go get a fucked up crummy ass job and go get a place outside of this fucking hood. Leave the hood immediately. Take your crummy ass job. Go to it every day. Never miss a day. Save as much as you can. Don't buy shit. Don't buy any things overhead. Don't buy fancy cars and rims and none of that shit. Just fucking go to work, pay your bills, save some money, do this shit outside the hood. If you can't do it outside the hood initially, do it in the hood. Stay focused on what you want to do, and then leave the fucking hood. And I tell every kid I see, leave the fucking hood. White kids, leave the fucking trailer park. I tell white kids, I tell everyone, please, this area is conducive for you to be a part of the system, you to get a felony, you to lose your way. That's all these hoods and parks and, low economic places are for. If they're there to keep you down. You have been herded off. Your parents have herded you off. Your parents have been herded off into this area. Had you, and now you are going to be stuck in this little area here, and that's the way they want it. They don't want you to fucking be aware enough to get the fuck out of this hood. They want you to stay here so we can keep you down with these laws and rules and regulations. And that's how they've been doing it for years. This is what they did with the Indians. You guys don't know any history at all. A little bit of history. I'm not even a historian by any stretch of the imagination. But look it up. I mean, you have an internet and you can find this. It's not going to be in a board of ed. You're not going to find this shit there. It's really simple. It's not hard. Watch a couple of documentaries maybe, or even historical fact movies. And you can kind of, and if you're aware enough, like, oh shit, yeah, that shit's fucked up. That was happening in 1966. Man, that was fucked up. Man, so this is how they still think, because some of those people who have looked, just folks, I just feel so bad because I scream at these kids, and I don't scream at them in a hateful, angry way. I scream at these kids because I am not in that fucking shit. I don't say, you know what, I gotta fucking be a nickel bag weed dealer and I build up my money, get my Nikes right, get my fucking rims right. I never thought like that. And I'm trying to get those fucking kids get out of that fucking consumer mindset that they just throw at you. Nicki Minaj's, they throw at you. They throw this fucking bullshit cartoon, chew up, sugary shit at these fucking kids, young men and women all the fucking time. I wish they just see, like, you know what? I'm following the same path. I'm not telling you, you're gonna follow the same path as your father before you or your uncle who went into the system. Oh, I won't be doing heroin. All right, fine. You're not gonna do heroin, but you're gonna smoke fucking weed and smoke this fucking spice and K2 and all this shit. You're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna lose your way. You're gonna get caught doing something. Here you go, felony. Because this is what these areas are. This is why they herd you people. Well, I don't know. Herd certain people, blacks, Hispanics, poor economics, whites. They herd these people off into these areas, and they teach them shit. They teach them not the fucking absolute truth of things. Like I said, they skim over fucking racism in fucking public education all the fucking time. You would think that even in high school, they would give you some nitty gritty on some shit, but they don't. They didn't do it in my case, and I certainly don't think they still do. They're probably showing less shit than they showed me in high school. What the hell is this? My chin. Whatever. Oh man, 1 second. I gotta drink some water. I got a fucking headache. Did I mention that? I feel awful. The name of the show. I feel so awful. 1 second. can't turn TV on. I got another 42, 44 minutes. Yeah, just me negotiating with my girl about me doing a Google cast. Hey guys, by the way, do you hear me okay? Do I sound all right? I do? Thank you for saying so. Well, hopefully I sound okay and I don't sound like I listened to my last video and it sounded, it was just squeaky. I got to remember not to move around so much. Yeah, I'm breaking out into a sweat. I really do not feel good. Or maybe it's my last argument about how poor people, poor blacks, whites, Hispanics are being herded. You know. So anyway, let's talk about something happy, because I lost a whole bunch of viewers when I was talking about, stuff that's true. Let's talk fairy tale land. I actually really have nothing else to say. I could talk about myself that, I'm going to be doing some of these Google casts per weekday until I find something else that I should be doing. And I know I'm not going to have instant success. I'm not looking for instant success, although that would be wonderful for a change. But I will build slowly but surely. Again, I didn't know that I was going to do this until I was so offended by the other jackasses that I saw doing Google casts, but started playing fucking music for the audience, or laying in bed, or putting on movies. I mean, what's the fucking point of that? I mean, who cares? I thought people came to watch the personalities. And I'm certainly have a personality. I don't know that people like it or not, but it's my own. It's not fake. It's original and fantastic. And I'm handsome, right? So you should be watching me. Anyway. Because I don't feel good, that's the whole point of me still doing this video. I mean, I'm a trooper. I'm a soldier. Fight on. And that's what you guys got to do. Let's fight on. You like to say? All right. Anyway, what else should we talk about? Oh, we'll talk about me. We'll talk about me. 1 second. We'll talk about me for a second. I think that's hair. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. It's really annoying. Whatever. It's not that bad. I broke it out. What is that? Oh. It's a cut. Oh. I just made it bleed now. Yeah, so clever. I hurt myself today. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. Hey, this is not a two-person here. Why are you in here, darling? You bored? All right. I'll come and entertain you in 40 minutes. You know what? What are you going to do today? Are you going to clean up and make soap? All right. Well, you got a soap business and you need to build up inventory. You need to show me some samples. So that way I can get them out to people. Show people your samples. No, that's your thing. She made a soap thing. Her business is soap. So she made this soap that has the weirdest top to it. I mean, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be hard to break, and it's going to be almost impossible to cut and make look like soap, soap that people would use, or design soap. It's going to be impossible. She went nuts. So she basically made something because she was having so much fun making it that is now become a perverse piece of art. And now she's going to have to cut it up and at some point. today when she makes soap, she's going to make it for actual purposes that other people might like, so that they might either use it or buy it or recommend it to be bought by their friends. Right, baby? That's right. Absolutely.
Right now it looks like a hedgehog.
Right, it's going to be impossible to cut it. Oh, look how much I'm sweating. Oh man, I just really broke into terrible sweat. I told you folks I don't feel good. I do this for you because I don't want to hear that sound of the fan. No fan. And I gotta stop moving so much. And I don't know if I'm blowing out the speakers on your computer, your laptops. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to keep it down here a little bit. Is that better? No one's in my chat room. Is it activated? Is my chat room on? I don't know, but I wrote it in it, and I can see that my writing was in it, so yeah, whatever. I really don't want to talk. All right, baby. I'm on air. I really don't want to talk about. I know. Fuck it. Let's go ahead. I really don't want to talk about jackasses that I saw. I've seen a bunch of jackasses. And myself, I don't want to be part of the jackassery. Even if I got people that are watching that are entertained by jackassery. I don't want to do that. If I do that, it's just me making fun of jackassery in its whole. I don't want to do specific jackasses here, there, and everywhere. Oh, McDonald had jackass. E-I-E-I-O. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be picking at jackasses all the time because they don't bother me and I don't care for them. I don't care about them. I don't have much respect for most of them. Oh shit! I mean, I'm gonna be sharing this last 37 minutes with my girl doing that shit over there inside. It won't be too annoying whatsoever. See, I have a great personality, and a lot of shit it's not gonna bother me. I know I must be weird, and those jackasses think I'm weird too. And a lot of those jackasses look up to me. It's amazing. They probably are like saying, yeah, they're saying shit. No, they're saying, why is this guy not ashamed of himself? Like, why should I be ashamed of myself? I'm awesome. For the most part, I'm a great guy. Why should I be ashamed? Like, they walk around with so much fear inside of them, so much anxiety inside of them. That's why they have never succeeded in anything in their lives on any level. Like, most of them have not left their hoods ever. And for those who left the hood for a couple days or a couple, oh shit, baby.
Oh, motherfucker. Sorry.
Most of those motherfuckers have never left anywhere substantially. I try to, like, okay, for example, I'm gonna get into this a little bit since I'm at a loss for shit and you make so much fucking noise here. But like, I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm just not a put down, but LA. I know. Yeah, yeah, we all know what he is. I know what he is. I know what he is exactly. And I know what you guys are going to say. And I'm not going to say those things at this point, but we all know what he is. I said to him all the time, listen, if you told the absolute truth of who you are to those people out there who are just like you would have a real impact. Seriously, like, you would be a voice that they should listen to. You would be flocked with motherfuckers who are in the same similar situation as you. And you can speak the fucking truth to them. You can tell them, hey, listen, I've made some mistakes. I was programmed to think that, yeah, I should be having sex with this one and sex with this one and impregnating this one and having babies everywhere because that's the way I was programmed. And for you people out there that are following that same fucking path, don't do it. You're setting it. Say if he spoke like that, spoke the truth, spoke from his heart and his head, he would have a true audience. He would be relevant. He would mean something to somebody. People would take him seriously because he's coming from that same fucking environment of shit and piss. Same fucking environment of fucking roaches and fucking unwanted pregnancies, unnecessary pregnancies. He comes from that environment. If he spoke the truth of his fucking environment to the people, he would have a true fucking sense of self. He would be fucking relevant. Those people would have a sense of self. They would know, like, hey, I'm not the only one living like that. There's a bunch of fucking people living like this. There's a whole communities. There are many communities in America that are living the same fucking way. Those people would know that if he spoke the fucking truth. Instead of the bullshit that he fucking perpetrates. The fucking truth would be helpful to other fucking young men, old men like he himself. 40-year-old fuckers are still doing this shit at that fucking 5-year prison stint or 7-year prison stint and get out with the same mindset of a fucking 25-year-old. That stupid nonsense. He would have a real true audience and he would have a real true sense of purpose. He would be fucking relevant if he spoke the fucking truth. But no. He wants to perpetrate this bullshit fucking living that he's allegedly doing. And he's fooling no fucking one. He's fooling no fucking body. That's what I'm saying. He would be somebody. He's one of my, and he's a fan of mine. He watches everything I do. He once gave me the idea that I should get a microphone. So now, thanks to Lamar Wills, I have a microphone. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't know if I'm blowing up fucking speakers on these fucking laptops that you guys are watching. I don't know if I'm too close, too far away. I couldn't do a proper sound check because I don't know how to use the fucking computer right. So I'm not, I don't know much. I thought I figured it out. I think that I figured it out, but I'm not sure if I'm speaking to. Anyway, fuck that shit. Whatever it is, wherever it is, I'll learn for the next time when I listen back to the playback of this shit. So, I mean, a bunch of these jackasses. And I was speaking on these other jackasses. Oh, I know where I really started from is the N-word, but a lot of these jackasses are people that I listen to from time to time. I don't have the time to listen to every fucking video that they do or every Google cast or whatever the fuck that shit they do. But the people that I do listen to, they still perpetrate this fucking N-word. And I already went to the whole thing about it earlier, and then I lost my way. But I don't use such racist terms because I'm honoring those who came before me. Trying to pay homage to those heroes for the things that we have in America, for the rights that we have in America, for those who just were living in there, who lost everything. I'm paying homage to those people that were before us. Don't anyone get that? And I know it's not taught in school. It's a gloss over bullshit. But it's all over the internet if they really sort out. But we need people like me just to keep reminding them that there was racism in America. Blacks are only 13% of the population. You are being herded off into these projects. Rules and regulations are set up not on your behalf, not on your economic level. If you go to prison, you get these felony charges. Most people that have white businesses or even black or Chinese or whatever businesses will not hire you. They don't want to take a chance with you. It's all set up against those type of people where they breed this environment that of weed and drugs, and it's about getting stuff with consumerism, but nothing's really taught. No education there. It's a downward spiral, folks. That's what's going on where you are being herded at. Herded off. Get out the way. We're going to make that box smaller and smaller. Gate it off. Don't you see that already? That's been happening since the 80s, more so late 80s, 90s. All right, a lot of you guys are just born there, but since I'm old and stupid and senile, since I'm old enough to know what's going on a little bit, trust my words. Please leave the fucking hood immediately. Leave ratchet women alone. Leave ratchet, shitty prison boys alone. Don't get pregnant by them. Please leave the hood. If you are a good person and you have a goal and dream in mind, please leave the hood immediately. First chance you get, leave. Save up to leave. Please. The hood is set up for your demise. The hood is set up for you to have nothing. The hood is part of the fucking matrix. Please leave the hood. Do me a favor. Leave the fucking hood immediately, please. And that's it. I don't have any more to say. I'm just going to sit here and look at myself. Oh, sorry, look into the camera. Fuck that. I'm looking at myself. Someone made a joke about when I flashed my smile, they laughed. I'm like, because I'm a dick. I'm a sweaty dick. I'm a sweaty, sick dick right now.
Does it actually tell you who's watching?
Doesn't tell me actually watching. I'm sure I could point it out, but no, it just shows me that I have more viewers than I had yesterday. I have 3 times as many viewers than I had yesterday. 3 times. So we're growing exponentially. Johnathan Steele, the RPJ show is a growing product. I'm going to be on the moon. My dreams will come true. Because some of my and I digress a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not digressing really, but I could, and I had the foresight to see that I was that the hood was like a death trap. It's just that I got busy with other things and I didn't want to be home. So sports took me out into other areas of New York. Took me into these white picket homes, past the white picket homes, and people living nice, ordinary, boring fucking lives. There was no gunshots, with no litter, no graffiti anywhere. And I would see these things and like, oh, wait a minute. I'm 14, 15 at the time. Like, wait a minute. Playing basketball. Shit, I mean, there's more to life. You know what? I'm going to go and visit most of these situations and places. I'm enjoying this league over here, this basketball league or football league over here. Because I don't want to be in my house. My house is fucking in the hood. My second house, when we first moved out, I don't know if I told you, when I first came to New York, I live in a upper middle class area, upper middle class black area, a few whites as well, upper middle class area. As the 90s come along, we moved out of that middle class neighborhood, which was starting to crumble down, by the way, little by little, being torn down, and white people were leaving. And more fucking assholes and hood shit happening. Then I moved into a fucked up, shitty ass fucking the 90s in Brooklyn, New York. And that was the fucking Wild Wild West. I mean, gunshot every day. I've had so many guys. I have a good friend of mine got shot right next to my house in his back as he was running away. I went down there, a blanket, a bed sheet over him to keep him warm. And he, of course, that shit got soaked with his death. And I just stayed there and he took his last breath. Wasn't fun, wasn't cool, but I already had my rationalized that, this guy, he's a friend of mine, but he's a drug dealer. And I kind of rationalized that if you play in that fucking game, you're going to get fucking shot or killed or arrested. So I kind of knew that as a kid. But once I got into sports and they took me off and branched me out in different areas of New York and seeing how other people live and then seeing different girls, different types of girls.
He means manly girls.
No, like, Irish girls, Italian girls, Asian, Chinese girls, Japanese girls. There was girls everywhere because of sports. me into these different areas. Basketball took me into these different areas. Softball took me into some areas. Baseball took me into some areas. Football took me into some of these areas. And, you know, people become part of other people's family because you're dating their daughter for a little bit here and there. And, you know, that's different lives. Like, hey, there's different things going on in the world, not just the fucking Wild Wild West that's going on in the 90s. So, man, first chance I got, 17, I got my own place. It was still in the hood. I lived there for about a year plus. Met a girl, lived with her and her family a little bit for a few months. And then I met another girl, and I moved into her place, and then that's when I had kids. Built up a real family there, stayed 4 years there, and was a free agent for a little bit. And then I met another woman, and you know, like goes on, you know, she was Italian. So I'm different areas, man. And luckily for me that I was so aggressive and so good in being on sports that it took me different places. And me liking women, you know, girls at that time, teenagers, because teenager at that time, an adult at that time. I wasn't a 40-year-old man at that time chasing teenagers. That's odd. That's weird. That's fucked up. But no, so yeah, I'm lucky that I had sports, and I'm lucky that I had an open mind, and I was soaking in life like crazy. It was just bringing it up to me. Like I was watching everything and enjoying everything and seeing people live their lives, and even saw poor white people. But even they were living a different lifestyle than the Wild Wild West. But not the really poor white people, because I didn't get a chance to see them. There's no basketball programs in their trailer parks or hoods where they're at. And they're all, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that I had sports, and it took me different places as a kid. And I had an open mind, and I was absorbing everything. And I started, and from 15, 16 years old, I started setting goals for myself. I didn't know what order things would come, because I said I wanted a family, I wanted to travel, I wanted to join the army, I wanted to be, you know, a police officer, which I almost was. But that's another story that I'll tell you about when I was over there in Perth, Australia. Everyone hates my dreams but me. Anyway, so let's move on now. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think I'm a little delirious at this point. I got 21 more minutes to do this shit. And I love you guys out there, by the way. Love you guys. I want to say hi again to all my friends and fans, all 9 of you and 5 of you, and 3 of you. Say hello to some of my super fans who watch me and everything that I do, and then will talk mess about me. Say hi to you guys as well. I hope you guys learned something from me. I hope you, and as I was saying about the N-word, I never finished that topic up, right? So I don't do that because we got that. I want those guys to stop denigrating themselves. And I know they don't see it like that way, but they are. I know why people say those things. They say it so they can relate to that type of audience member. They say that things so they can relate to those jackasses, because those jackasses are the ones that will come on and have a reaction to them, good or bad. A lot of time will be bad, because these guys will be those pussy-hearted guys, you know, sons of hair-headed hood rat whores. There will be those sons, and those sons will take on the persona of their mother. That selfish, fashion sense, all about me. Look at my Nikes, look at my rims, no substance, no manhood, no heart. And they all say, I got heart, man. I got heart. Those are the guys who actually have no heart. Absolutely. I already know. As soon as they say it, I know they have none. They don't know what that is. They are emotional, like a girl. but they have no heart. Because sometimes having heart is being shutting the fuck up, taking your medicine and learning from that. That's having heart. Like, you know what? Oh, I learned a horrible lesson. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and take this shit in. I gotta learn from this. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. That's hard. That's hard. I'm gonna be able to take what I learned today and I'm gonna give it to these kids here because they don't know. So I'm gonna share that with them. That's hard. I have heart. Even though I'm a psychopath, I have fucking heart. Even though I don't care, I have heart. I think I do. I must have heart. I don't have to say these things. I could just came on here for 2 hours and talk about how wonderful I am. And that shit ain't fucking true. I am not always wonderful. I am not always perfect. I fuck up like I've learned a lot from the mistakes I've made. A lot of mistakes I have not made ever again. There are some mistakes that I keep making because those people that see the things that I do as a mistake, I may not see it as a mistake. And I can go by them. I have to go by and what I know to be true, what's the best thing for me, what's the right thing for me. When do you show me, darling? You can't see that. From bad to worse. I don't know what you're showing me.
The bell.
Right?
Look at her feet.
She's stepping in vomit or shit.
She pooed.
Oh, from bad to worse. Anyway, folks, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to do a 17-minute logging off. No music will play here ever. I might play music at the end of this shit because I like my music. By the way, I'm a big fan of music, and maybe I'll talk about that in my next, what's this called? Next RPJ show. I'm going to take it, Madman. Madman, that's the name of this show. Even though it's going to be underneath Johnathan Steele, because that's where I have the most stuff. I don't know. Do I have anything? Okay, it's already underneath Johnathan Steele. It will just be the RPJ show live. The RPJ show live. I like that. How's that? That's good, Madman. The RPJ show live. Even underneath the heading of Johnathan Steele, Johnathan Steele, space, dot, space. The RPJ show live. That's the name of the show. Thank you, Madman. So maybe we talk about music. Oh, and by the way, let me finish up with another point here. 1 second, darling. I said Dennis Rodman is my favorite basketball player, but Larry Bird is my favorite basketball player. I know me about that. And by the way, Kobe Bryant, even though he scored 60 fucking points, I'm not giving him some hoorah. He shot the ball 50 fucking times. How am I giving him fucking love for that? If I shoot the ball 50 times, I'm going to score 40. And compared to NBA players, I probably suck. Probably. But if I got a chance to shoot the ball 40 times, 50 times, I'm going to score 20, 30 points. So that's fuck. I'm not giving him fucking love for scoring 60 points. Fuck him. Kobe. People hate this part because they love Kobe. I don't love Kobe. Fuck Kobe. Everything about Kobe Bryant in his last game is indicative of how I see this motherfucker. A selfish fucking me player. He could have been a guy he could have been doing LeBron stuff all along. He could have been doing that. He could have been doing the LeBron of his team, throwing out assists. He could have been a guy throwing out 7, 8 assists per game, 6 rebounds per game, and scoring 20 points. Not this year, because this year he was a piece of shit. I'm talking about throughout the later part of his career. He could have been like LeBron James. He could have been like as a he could have moved out a small forward. He could have been that, but he chose not to be that fucking guy. He chose to be the selfish, low percentage shooting jackass. Everything about him was indicative in his last fucking game. Selfish, And the Jazz, I know what, I'm not going to say the Jazz is going to play fucking great defense on them. I didn't see, yeah, they put their hands up. I didn't see anybody in it. It's like Kobe moving 100 miles per hour. Kobe can't even fucking move like he once could. I think I can guard him. That's how fucked up that he is. He's a piece of shit right now. And the fact that they let him throw up the ball up 50 fucking times and score 60 points, I give him no love. He's a selfish prick. Fuck him. Good riddance. I've had enough of him. He is not ever going to be in the same ballpark as Michael Jordan. When I think of Michael Jordan, and I hate Michael Jordan too, because I'm a Celtic fan. And, you know, I'm a New Yorker, so I didn't want anybody to. Anyway, I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, but I do recognize his greatness. I recognize Kobe Bryant's greatness too, but his last 6, 7 years, he's been a selfish prick. He did not adjust his game to the team that was surrounding him. He could have been more LeBron-ish and threw out assists. He could have broke people down, threw out assists. No, not him. He didn't want to make his team better. So I give him no. He will never be in the same ballpark as Michael Jordan. I know he's 5 to Jordan 6. Jordan is 6-0. Bryant is not. At least the Celtics beat his ass. So I was happy about that. Of course, he came back and beat the Celtics, which I wasn't happy about that. But when I think of Michael Jordan, I won't have Kobe Bryant in my mindset. I'm gonna think Michael Jordan's on top, and then I'm gonna start thinking about, in my lifetime, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Oh, Kobe, yeah, Kobe, yeah. But he was like a selfish, just a shooter. He didn't make his team. He's not good as those guys. I don't care what kind of shooter and scorer he is. He's not even a great shooter, by the way. He's so fucking rated. I don't know why you guys give him so much fucking love. Fuck Kobe Bryant. Selfish prick who just, he led the league in the field goal attempts like most of his career. He just chucking up balls. If I was chucking up balls, that sounds funny. It sounds gay. If I was chucking up balls,
Ew.
if I was shooting all the time, if I was shooting most out of anybody in the fucking NBA, I would be a top scorer too. Kobe Bryant does not get no fucking love from me. Fuck him. Good riddance. He's a selfish motherfucker. I'm glad, and the Lakers must be so fucking glad the season is over. They get rid of this albatross, Kobe Bryant, and that $25 million fucking, I don't know how much he got paid this year, but it was in the 20s. They must be so fucking happy to get rid of that motherfucker. And they give this First Take guy, Skip and Stephen A. They throw him bouquets at this shit. A fucking asshole took 50 fucking shots. If I take 33 pointers, I might make 10 of them. That's 30 points for a guy not playing in the NBA. I can come off the street right now, take 50 shots, let's get 30 points. Right now. What do you think? I'm going to miss all 50 shots? Well, you're saying that I won't get 50 shots up. Well, I can get 50 shots up. I just start chucking up a rim. Fucking throwing on the backboard. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Get the rebound. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Just throw them at the fucking backboard, and some of them are going to fall the fuck in. I won't even try to run on screens. Just give me the ball. As soon as I pass half court, I'm just throw that shit at the fucking basket. And I'll still hit 10 out of 50 shots. And they'll be 3-pointers, of course. So I'm going to shoot from long range. I'm 6'3", so I'm sure I can shoot over some people. Right? So fuck Kobe Bryant. Fuck you, Kobe Bryant. No offense. I won't mention. I'm glad he's gone. And congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. Dub City, as they call. Dub City. Is it called Dub City? I have no idea. I'm in Australia. I just don't have a feel for what's going on in America anymore. But yeah, Stephen Curry is having he's definitely the MVP of the season. Definitely, without question. This is an easy one. Not even like last year. He just blew everybody out the water. And yeah, even the players should give him a hit. The MVP last year they gave the MVP, the Players Award, to Harden. Harden, the chucker. Harden, no defense. They gave him the MVP. He still plays no defense. The Houston Rockets, yeah, they got to 2 games of the championship. Yeah. I can see if you. I'm just not in love with Harden's game. It's almost an old man style, which I can appreciate a little bit, but he is not making his team better. He's like Kobe. He's in a Kobe mindset. He doesn't make his team better. I make my team better. I do. What? Yeah. So yeah, but anyways, Stephen Curry, congratulations. You and your teammates, the Golden State Warriors, from the organization, from the management to the coaching to the players. Congratulations on being the best all-time team during the season with a record of 73-9. No other team would ever surpass that or even tie that. So congratulations. With that being said, you have so much pressure on you now. You have to, and by the way, it's not so much pressure because you guys are young guys and you guys are still hungry. So I think that would help your team to win their first playoff game first. And mind you, losing game playoffs or at home or away, it don't matter for you guys. Because I know some Golden State Warriors are going to find this video, and I'm talking to them. So just go out and win that first game. If you lose that first game, you're going to have, you could let a little doubt sneak in. Some of the players could let that. But be hungry. This is your championship to lose. But it's also your championship to go out and win. So it's not yours yet. You still have to go out and win. No one's going to take away your 7-3-9. But you have to top it off. And you have to go out and win. It's your championship to lose. But it's your championship that you have to go out and win. Bastards. Motherfuckers. You gotta be a great coach, right? Or general manager. You gotta go out and win this shit. Go win. So I'm a great general manager. I have a great speeches. And yeah, LeBron James is going to. I am not a fan of LeBron James. I told you I'm a fan from Larry Bird days, and then I continued it on with Garnett and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. But Ray Allen was our team for those 3 years. They were all together. Ray Rondo was the best player of the team, even though Pierce was pushing to be the best player in the team. It was Ray Rondo. He was the team. He was the X factor, and then he became the best player on that fucking team. And I'm sorry to see that he's in somewhere else, but my team's doing well. Anyway, fuck LeBron James too. But LeBron James has got his 2 championships. I'm afraid that's where it's going to end for LeBron James, because no matter what happens in the next 2 to 3 years of his career, he's going to have to deal with Golden State or the San Antonio Spurs. Either one of those teams for the next 3 years is going to win championships in the West. So LeBron James at some point will have the best record in the East. Maybe next year he'll have the best record in the East. He'll have the best record of all the basketball. But he won't beat San Antonio Spurs ever again. And those 2 teams for the next 2 to 3 years will win championships. Guaranteed, Mike. Guaranteed. So poor LeBron James, He'll be 60 years old, and after those 3 years, right? Am I right? Yeah, he'll be 33 years old after those 3 years are up. No championship in Cleveland because he's been watching Golden State, San Antonio, and Golden State win championships in those 3 years. Oh, and he's been on the floor for maybe 2 of those championships on the losing end. And his record is 2-4. He could possibly be 2 wins and 6 losses in championships. He could be 2 wins and 7 losses if he goes 3 years to the championship and lose against Golden State, San Antonio, then Golden State again. That would be real weird, right? It would be one of the players, the best physical specimen of a player that was spouting off when he was in Miami. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 championship. I know that's all in jest. No, I'm not gonna lose my mind and say that he meant that shit as word. To have a record of 2 wins and 7 losses in a championship. When people look at your career, they're gonna say that you are the Wilt Chamberlain of your time. You get it done. You came back. They're gonna say that you choked, even though you're gonna have these great numbers, and you already do. You have these great numbers in the championship series. They're gonna say that you 2 wins and 7 losses. Come on, that's people in your career 10 years from then, 20 years from now, and say, man, he lost a lot of championship series. I mean, he just came up short and lame. That's what they're gonna say about LeBron James. Because there's no way he's beating this year Golden State. He wouldn't beat this year's San Antonio Spurs. Golden State is going to be the same team next year. They're gonna see that they don't have to go balls out and try to win 73 games next year. They're gonna see that they already done it. They can put that to rest. They actually just go out and lose a good 20 games next year, and they can be fine with that, win their division, be the number 1 seed or number 2 seed. And they can still go on and win championships from that point on because they'll know at that point it's all about the playoffs. Like the Spurs know now, it's all about the playoffs. Even though the Spurs, again, because they have this great team, win fucking games this year. But LeBron James will not beat Golden State this year, or wouldn't be this year, not going to be Golden State or San Antonio next year, and not going to be Golden State and San Antonio that 3rd year. And if he's in the championship game, he's losing those championship games against those teams. He could possibly be 2 wins and 7 losses in the championship series, LeBron James. Okay? I'm just saying, how would you judge him then? Okay, folks, it's been a pleasure. It's been weird. It's been awesome. It's been tough. I feel awful. Love you guys who are coming here and watching my crap. I am a genius and I am awesome. So thank you for coming over here and watching me live, talk to you guys and sweat in front of you guys and show you that I'm committed to the things that I say. I'm committed. So vote for your buddy, your pal, RPJ. Hit the subscribe button. Vote for me, and I will be president of you. May God bless America. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you. Oh, and may God bless America. Thank you. Because you have to be really religious fanatic to be a president, I think. Look at George Bush. Okay, folks, I'm sorry, excuse me. I gotta get the hell out of here. So, folks, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I gotta go and vomit. So, thank you. And I'll see you around. Drop the mic. I can't drop this mic. This fucking thing is expensive. So I'll drop the mic. That's it, folks. Get the fuck out of here. You can go now. You may go now.